Okay, we're gonna go through some memes that go through some common misconceptions. So let's break down what schizophrenia actually is. So schizophrenia is classified as a psychotic disorder characterized by positive, not pleasant, positive meaning additional symptoms, and negative, not meaning bad, but reduced symptoms. So I have some memes that kind of depict, maybe these are some of the things you might have come up with yourself. Many people don't see faces in things. So this is pareidolia, not necessarily a common thing of schizophrenia. It's not having multiple personalities inside your head. It's not talking to walls. It's not necessarily hallucinating a bunch, especially of whole people. That's not common. And people with schizophrenia aren't dangerous. So it's okay. It's totally fine if these are things that you associated with schizophrenia before. We're a product of our culture, so these are things that we see in social media, and we kind of just perpetuate them and assume that they're accurate. But let's go through now and paint a more accurate depiction of what schizophrenia looks like. So we talked about how schizophrenia involves additional and reduced symptoms. So additional positive symptoms, so again, think of math being added or subtracted, or like the learning chapter, added or subtracted, not positive and negative. So symptoms that are more than they are in the typical population. I'm going to start with delusions and hallucinations first. These are good vocab words for you to know. So a delusion is an unrealistic belief. So this might be something like hearing voices or feeling like the government's after you, or kind of just unrealistically attaching yourself to a belief that is not realistic. But also hallucinations. So these are false perceptions, often auditory, so people can hear voices in their heads. There's actual increased activity in the auditory cortex when patients are having auditory hallucinations. But it's not necessarily of the whole entire people. This could be just kind of sounds that they're hearing. It could be voices. It could be thinking that you might see a spider on your wall or things like that. So these are the two most common words that are associated with schizophrenia, and they're additional because these are occurring more than they should in the typical population. So in addition to delusions and hallucinations, individuals with schizophrenia might also show some disorganized speech. So they might jump from topic to topic if you're holding a conversation with them. And they also have disorganized motor behavior. So this might be either excessive or low motor activity. Catatonia is a kind of specific part of schizophrenia where an individual might be totally still, they might not move at all. So kind of just abnormal movements in the way that they interact. Okay, so now negative or reduced symptoms. So this might be things like emotional withdrawal. So less emotional engagement than someone who does not have schizophrenia. Also apathy. So apathy is kind of less excitement about things. If you think of A typically means not, and then pathy, if you think of like empathy or sympathy, this is kind of not showing that emotion towards people or things. And then avolition. So again, A means not, and volition is like your free will. You're doing something on your own. So this is like less will to do things, less goal-oriented behavior. So again, let's watch what this looks like in action. So this is a video of an actor who is portraying a man with schizophrenia. And I want you to, again, think about what you see in this video.